Warning: this video contains language that is not politically correct. Feelings may be hurt during the duration of this video. Certain members of the audience may be triggered. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another salty circus. I have a story for you, with animations to go along with it. This story is about how I got written up on my second week of my new job for using the word faggot in an ironic and joking context. You may be thinking, duh. No, I understand. I'm not upset that I got written up for using unprofessional language in the workplace. I'm upset at the hypocritical circumstances surrounding this event. Allow me to explain. I just started this new job a couple weeks ago. I'm all excited because I get to wear pencil skirts and heels. I mean, I don't have to. You can wear jeans. It's a business casual environment. But I like to dress fancy, as you can tell. Even on a regular day, you betcha. Anyways, not important. As I'm in training, we go through these modules, and a part of our training is LGBTQ inclusiveness. So I'm already like, oh gosh. The first thing it says is sex is different from gender identity, la 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 la, this is how you speak to an LGBT person, these are the pronouns, etc. I'm like, wow, that's gay. But I sort of left it alone, even though I was thinking like you could have just said, hey, you know, you're representing the company, you know, be respectful. I would have said, of course. But don't try and tell me that sex is different from gender identity and present me with all these pronouns, presenting me ideology as if it is fact. And by the way, we're working with people's money and very sensitive information. So we're being trained on all these laws and regulations and procedures. We're supposed to recognize and report suspicious activity or fraudulent activity on these people's accounts. In the LGBTQ inclusiveness module, it says if you have a masculine voice on the phone identifying as female, you cannot suspect or report this as fraud. If I'm a criminal hearing this, I'm gonna take anyone's credit card, doesn't matter, and be like, no, I am this person. You're not allowed to ask questions. Now give me my money. Anyways, I just wanted to share that. So one day, my friend and I are laughing and joking around, and he goes, if I were a rapper, my rapper name would be Lil Wagon, 'cause I'm always on that bandwagon. I was like, Lil Wagon? More like Lil Faggot, and we laughed about it, the both of us, 'cause it's funny. Someone around us overheard this and reported it to my trainer, who reported it to HR. I'm like, which one of you faggots snitched on me? I'm kidding, that part didn't happen. I'm not a freaking animal. Later that day, I get pulled into the HR office with my trainer and the HR guy. There's nothing on the desk except for like this typed up document form thing. I honestly have no idea what's going on. My trainer goes, there's been reports of you using offensive language. It's pretty serious, but you won't get fired or anything, so don't worry. You just gotta sign this. I'm like, what did I say? He goes, well, little faggot, let's pause and rewind a little bit. This guy, my trainer, the other day used the word retard. He was writing something on the board and it was super sloppy or something, and he was like, wow, I wrote that like a retard. And we all laughed because that's funny. It's funny because it's ironic, because you're obviously not retarded. That's what makes it funny, is the irony. I used faggot in the exact same context. It was funny because he's not gay. That's what makes it funny. I would never go up to a gay person and call them a faggot. My trainer would never go up to a handicapped guy and call him a retard. That's freaking terrible. I'd literally go up and punch anyone in the face who did that. So I was already annoyed that my trainer and I essentially used said the same thing in the same context. Yet I was the one that was penalized and he wasn't. Whatever. I signed the thing and I go back to the classroom. It's not over yet. There's more. Yeah, that's not all. We get back in there and I sit down and he goes and he starts writing stuff on the board. He wrote it fast, so it was like kind of sloppy again. So he makes another comment about his sloppy writing, except This time, he goes, "Wow, that looks like Chinese." Then he turns and points at me and is like, "I bet Cosette knows how to read that." Excuse the frick out of me? By the way, if any of you didn't know, I am half Asian. My mom is Thai and Vietnamese and Chinese. Anyways, I don't usually get offended by things like that. It was meant as a joke, and I'd be a fool if I took offense to something that wasn't meant to be offensive. But that was straight up racist. Like, that was nothing but racist. That's like pulling out some watermelon and some fried chicken and being like, "Hey, Jerome Kwan would probably like this." And then his name is also not Jerome Kwan, it's David. At any other time, I would have laughed. I would have been like, "Yeah, I can totally read that. It says faggot." But the events leading up to this, like, did we not just have a conversation about being offensive? Why is it that my trainer can say retard and make racist remarks at me, but I can't say faggot in the same context? Hello? Hello? Either they're all okay, or none of them are okay. Wise words from iDubbbz. You can't just pick and choose who can say what, because that's then discrimination. Why is it that a whole part of our training is dedicated to learning about how to deal with LGBTQ clients, but there's not a part of our training that tells us how to deal with those anti-PC bigots who don't want to abide by those pronouns? Why is the word faggot more offensive than the word retard? Answer, it's not. They're equally offensive. But context matters. During that meeting, the HR guy was like joking with me. He's like, "Do you want to see the list of things that are okay versus the things that are not okay to say?" And I was about to say, "Yeah," but then he goes, "I'm just kidding. You know. Actually, I don't know. I have zero clue. At this point, I have no idea what's okay and not okay to say. Let's look at that list, retard." Anyways, what do you guys think? I think the LGBTQ community has more power than they tell everyone. Oppressed, my big Chinese retarded ass. Anyways, like and subscribe for more videos like these, or fight me in the comments, it's your freedom. And with that, I bid you all adieu.